everyone, and welcome to Studio B. My name is Mary, and I am one of the teachers in our Accessible Movement series. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about self-care when we have mobility issues. I am someone who has a cervical and spinal disorder, and it's something I've lived with for 5 years, so that's what brought me to meditation and yoga. And that's why I'm a teacher, is to help other people navigate their chronic illnesses as well. So one of the things I like to tell people that needs to be told probably every day is that it's okay to pause when we're having challenges, whether it's physical or mental, work or family. So what I find the most challenging with a physical disability is my bandwidth or my energy dollars throughout the day are limited. So I can find myself throughout the day growing more frustrated with my body when I'm running up to that red light, to that brick wall of energy. So instead of getting to that point every day of frustration and then anger with myself, I like to take little pauses throughout the day to really work on giving myself space, whether it's through coordinating with the breath or with a little bit of stretching. And for each person, it's going to be different. We all have different ways to really tune into our bodies. So my invitation for you is, when you are facing something that's bringing you to the end of your energy dollars, or you're feeling that you're getting to the point of what I like to call no return, that is usually the time where we like to take a little bit of a pause. So that sometimes sounds super simple and also super hard. And what that looks like for me is, first I tune in with the breath, which we'll do together here, and taking a couple of nice deep deliberate breaths. So it's a nice deep inhale and a long exhale. Again, a nice deep inhale and a long exhale. So I think we learn as children sometimes that taking deep breaths calms the body, and it's actually true. It's going through our nervous system. The breath is going through the whole body. So when we're deliberately breathing or paying attention to our breath, we're reminding ourselves that this too is happening, as well as whatever is presenting the challenge. And when we're doing those deep breaths, or when we're tuning into the breath, it's also okay to remind ourselves that it's time for a break or time to come back to it later. So that sometimes is the hardest thing to know, especially when you're first injured or dealing with an illness that's new, is what our limits are. And knowing that you can return to the breath is something I find that is very compassionate towards myself, and gives me almost permission to take that little pause that I need throughout the day. Another thing that I like to remember when I'm facing a challenge, whether it's physical or mental, is that I can go beyond the breath back to a part of the body that isn't presenting the challenge. So that can be where your feet are connected to the ground. It can be where the hands are resting. You can even place the hands on the abdomen or chest when you're doing those deep breaths to feel that natural rhythm. And we'll do that at the end of this together. So honoring the breath, taking a moment to observe the breath, and we can also physically feel the breath go through the body. These are all acts of self-care. These are all acts of saying it's okay, like this too is here, as well as maybe pain, or as well as frustration. And these things might sound very simple for something that's very complex, but with time and with practice, these breaths become beyond 2. They can go to 3, they can go to 4, it might be 5 minutes, 15, 20. And all of that is forming new habits that are positively reinforcing that wonderful power of meditation and mindfulness where we pause and we're taking self-inventory and we're saying what else is here. So when you're feeling the breath travel through the body, we're remembering, for me, besides the pain in the back or the neck, the breath is also traveling to other areas where there isn't that sensation, whether it's where the feet are meeting the ground or where the hands are resting, or even where the ears are hearing or the nose is smelling. This is the power of practice. So, self-compassion looks like many different things for many different people. I like to tune into the breath or check in with a part of the body that isn't feeling challenged. For some people, it can be music, playing a nice song that can help you get into the music is something that's very beautiful. Something that can help you get out of where you're stuck. It can be movement, even rocking side to side. One of my very good teachers always talks about that, side to side. Just that subtle movement is really reminding us that there's other things going on besides what is presenting the challenge. Breath, movement, music, dancing, calling a friend, looking at a plant or a pet. These are all these self-care items that are readily available to us at any time, and which is what is most accessible about it. So practice is really what we take with us, and it's always with us. So next time you're feeling that twinge in your lower back or that frustration rising when you get that email from a coworker, see if you can tune in with 2 breaths first, or see if you can feel where the feet are connected to the ground, or see if you can rock side to side. Give yourself 30 seconds. You can count if that helps, or put on that one song that always makes you feel good, whatever that is. So let's end today with a couple of breaths. And again, you can put your hand on your abdomen and your chest, and we'll take a couple of nice, deep, and deliberate breaths here. A nice deep inhale, and a long exhale. A nice deep inhale, and a long exhale. Already I'm feeling the nervous system going down and the body feeling grounded again. So thank you for taking the time to explore self-compassion and what it means to meet the body and the mind where it is, even when we're challenged. Tune back in for more wonderful practices and talks in our beginner series. Thank you.